Hello and welcome to Club 6 episode 20 of the Pentagon Challenge on FM24. I'm Jamie, and coming up on today's episode, the final two games in Champions League Group G will be at home to Terengganu FA and then at home to Bayangkara. So let's get straight into it, and the team to face Terengganu FA is coming up in just a moment. Okay, here is the team to face Terengganu, and it is Lima in goal. Back four is Chano, Bengu, Fujita and Shugio. Oba behind Uno and Richards in midfield. Ugachukwu on the left, Taguchi on the right, and Hladki up front. So let's submit the team and go and give a team talk. Okay, my assistant thinks I should focus on credit given by the media. I am going to disagree with that. We are favourites. We should be winning this game. So I'm going to pump the fists and tell them that, and make sure they are left in no doubt as to why. So let's get out there and go and grab the win. And as always, first 10 minutes we'll see how things go. And hopefully, come the end of this match, we'll be on the brink of topping the group. As Uno wins the ball, finds Ugachukwu. He's looking for a cross, plays it back instead to Chano, who does find the cross. And Tukiman comes out and claims it. Tukiman puts it down, punts it downfield. That's Fujita's all day long. He finds Taguchi on the right, finds Richards. Richards gets to the byline. The cross is deflected, but we keep the attack going. Now Shugio on the right goes for goal, and the keeper puts it behind for a corner. Highlight comes to an end. Now goal kick, Tukiman, but we've won it back. Ugachukwu over the top, and that's a penalty. I don't think this is going to be overturned by VAR. Be very surprised if it is. And the verdict is, it is a penalty. 4 minutes gone. Taguchi with the chance from the spot. Can he find the back of the net? Yes, he can. It is Nagoya Grampus 1, Terengganu 0. So we have the lead. And Taguchi is into double figures for the season. And that will see us move clear at the top of the league. As we attack again, Taguchi back to Oba. Oba into Taguchi. Lays it through for Richards, who holds it up, plays it back to Shugio, his cross, and a header from Ugachukwu lands on the roof of the net. Highlight comes to an end. Corner now, and Ugachukwu's ball in, headed away. Oba heads it over the crossbar, and the highlight comes to an end. Tukiman's goal kick. Only picks out a red shirt, and Richards is able to charge into the penalty area, and he is taken out, but apparently fairly. And now Taguchi wins it back, finds Fujita. Fujita plays it forward for Taguchi, into Richards, gets to the byline, crosses it in, and Hladki is there to apply the deftest of touches to put it into the back of the net. Nagoya Grampus 2, Terengganu 0. So we've got a decisive lead. Guangzhou have taken the lead in their game and joined us on 12 points. As now the ball goes forward, but Lima is there to sweep up at the back, finds Bengu. Chano down the left hand side, finds Ugachukwu, cuts inside. And it's worked to Hladki. He doesn't miss those. That takes his tally for the season to 30. And it is Nagoya Grampus 3, Terengganu 0. this game is all but wrapped up already. And now it is Ugochukwu corner. The header, and it doesn't cross the line, but Bengu heads it back in and Tukiman grabs hold of it. Highlight comes to an end. So now it is all about managing the fitness levels of the players for the rest of the match. We've not even played 45 minutes yet. The game's won, as long as we don't do anything stupid. So now Shugio's cross, and Hladky makes it 4. And that absolutely wraps it up. We've only played 22 minutes. We're 4-0 up. So now we just need to make sure we finish the match with 11 players on the pitch. And that they are all at least moderately healthy at the end of it. Ugochukwu plays it into Hladky. He goes for goal and makes it 5. I think that's his hat-trick. In fact, it isn't. I've lost count. In fact, it's 4 for Hladky. And he is absolutely on fire. Taguchi to Chano, out to Taguchi. Shugio shoots. Keeper makes a rare save and concedes the corner. Ugochukwu's ball into the box. Header off the inside of the post. Cleared away. Up to halfway, and the highlight comes to an end. And I think Hladky deserves a standing ovation, so I'm not going to take him off at half time. I am going to take Ugochukwu off and Shugio. So those are going to be the two to come off at half time. Yeah, very pleased with that. So let's take Ugochukwu off for Satake. And Shugio for Hiral. In fact, can we do better than that? I don't think we can. So Hiral is going to have to play out of position at right back. And I will also take Uno off as well. We'll bring on Uyama. So that's 3 changes at half time. Almost immediately, Hladky's going to come off. And then we'll save our last substitution. So after this attack, Hladky will be substituted. As Fujita heads wide. I'll do that now. And we'll bring on Takasaki. So Oba plays it back to Bengu. Into Satake. Oba to Chano. Oba back to Bengu. Bengu into Oba. Now Fujita. We're keeping the ball beautifully at the start of the second half. Fujita into Taguchi. Drops deep. Fujita again. Plays it back into his own half for Bengu. On to Chano on the left-hand side. Chano crosses it in. And the header is over the top. And Takasaki is now on. And Satake with the free kick. Right footer around the wall. And Satake finds the back of the net. And it is Nagoya Grampus 6. Terengganu 0. And we're absolutely flying. Mahmood with the throw-in. Samed to Azahar. Chano wins it back. Plays it forward. Finds Satake. And Richards is out-muscled. Our opponents are on the attack. And they're into the area. But the cross ends up in the arms of Lima. Highlights continuing. Lima plays it short to Fujita. Goes right to Hirao. Plays it forward into midfield and Taguchi. Round the corner for Richards, who's continued his run. Plays it back to Taguchi. Into the penalty area. And Takasaki's on the scoreboard, although no, he's not. It's going to be disallowed, I think. No, the goal's given. It is Nagoya Grampus 7, Terengganu 0. Yuyama's free kick into the box. And Naoki Chano makes it 8. And now it is all about who the final substitution is going to be. As Satake lines up another free kick. Right footer over the wall, and it's only just over the crossbar. Certainly not going to be taking anybody off on the grounds of performance, but I think the sensible choice is probably Fujita. Although Bengu is equally valid, I think I am going to go with Fujita, and we'll bring on Kawase as the ball goes out of play for a throw-in. Highlight comes to an end. We've played 75 minutes, and now we've got a free kick. Satake goes for the near post and hits that near post. Taguchi gets it back. Plays it to Chano. Back to Hirao. Chano round the outside. Chano loses out to Azahar. Keeper almost gives the ball away. And in fact, we do win it back. Richards and Taguchi is in. Taguchi scores. And is that 9? Yes, it is. Nagoya Grampus 9. Terengganu 0. And we're into the last 5 minutes. We've got Yuyama over a free kick, lofted into the area, header away. Taguchi will keep it in, finds Oba. Taguchi to Hirao. He's gone for goal and grazes the crossbar. Highlight comes to an end. And that should be full time. There it is. Nagoya Grampus 9, Terengganu 0. I'll be back with the second match of the episode in just a moment. Okay, time now for the second match of the episode, and this time it is a home game against Bayankara in the AFC Champions League. I've only made one change to the lineup, and that is Yuyama coming in for Richards. So the team for this one: Lima in goal, back four Chano, Bengu, Fujita and Shugio. Oba behind Uno and obviously Yuyama in midfield. Ugachukwu on the left, Taguchi on the right, Hladki up front. So let's submit the team and go and give a team talk. Okay, my assistant manager wants them to pick up where they left off last time out. I think that's slightly unrealistic, but I'm going to ask them to do it anyway. So we will point the finger and ask them to do that. And let's get out into the tunnel. It could be the last time we see Koki Asanuma and Masashi Arita in a Nagoya Grampus shirt. Do I have any special plans to give them an appropriate send-off? I fully hope so, but I'm not going to do it specifically. So let's get out there and just grab the win and guarantee finishing top of the group. And it is our opponents in possession. Wenda, and out on to Wibowo. Wenda, Dimadiansa, and Sayafi, Kairul, Joko, to Waguna and Joko. We've got it back. Taguchi into Uyama, onto Hladky, and he can't beat the keeper, but we do win the corner. Still only 1 minute gone. Ugochukwu's corner. Low one into the box, and the header is over the top, and the highlight comes to an end. And as it stands, we are joint top of the group with Guangzhou, as Uno plays it out to Taguchi. Shot charged down. Uyama finds Shugio. Shugio gets the cross in, and the header from Ugochukwu is over the top. And the highlight comes to an end. We've played 10 minutes and we've already had 4 efforts at goal. Only hit the target with 1 of them. Now, Uno's free kick. And he has found the back of the net. Shinichi Uno makes it Nagoya Grampus 1, Bayankara 0. And that is a hell of a good goal. And that drops Bayankara to the bottom of the group. Corner then. Into the box, headed away. Fujita to Taguchi, might be offside. Chano to Oba. Chano past his man, crosses it in. Hladky bundles it over the line. Referee's got his finger to his ear. I didn't think Hladky was offside, but he might have been. He's not. It is 2-0. And we've got breathing space. So we're 3 points clear of Guangzhou. Uno now with a free kick. Square to Taguchi. Curls one, it hits the post. And the follow-up header is over the bar. Highlight comes to an end. And I need to find out what the score is in the other game in the group. As Uno lines up a free kick. I can't imagine he's going for goal from there. But with this team, you can never rule it out. He's gone down the side of the wall to Taguchi, who does hit the target. And we win the corner off the keeper. Ugochukwu with that corner. Into the middle. The header hits the crossbar. Chano keeps it in play. Finds Uno. The header lands on the roof of the net. And that is the end of that highlight. So it is Terengganu. In fact, I need to have a look at the score in the other game as we hit the post yet again. Ball cleared and out for a throw-in. Highlight comes to an end. And it's Terengganu against Guangzhou that I'm looking for. At the moment, I'm not finding it. We'll check afterwards. Taguchi to Ugochukwu. Hits the crossbar yet again. And Fujita puts in the rebound. Is he offside? I'm honestly not sure. No. It's 3-0. And that will be the halftime score. There is the halftime whistle. 3-0 up at the break. We'll take that all day long. Created loads. The scoreboard reflects that. And now, I think we're going to take Ugochukwu off. He's tiring slightly. We'll bring on Satake. And I think... What else am I going to do? I am going to give who on the bench needs a game. That's probably the best way of looking at it. Arita probably needs a game. He's not played a lot. So let's give him a go instead of Hladky. And that'll do. So into the second half, we're 3-0 up at the break, and Satake's over a free kick, crosses it in, it's nodded down, and Chano puts it in. There is another appeal for an offside. If this counts, it's the perfect start to the second half. It does not. This one is disallowed, and it remains 3-0. So now, Nasushin with the free kick, launched forward. Chano picks up the loose ball, plays it to Uno. Down the line for Satake, back to Chano. Oba, back to Bengu. And ball forward from Bengu, finds Satake. Header away, but Shugio wins it back. And Taguchi shoots, forces the save, and we've won another corner, which Yuyama will take into the middle. And the header is over the top. And we remain 3-0 up with almost an hour gone. And I'm not seeing an obvious candidate for the first substitution of the second half yet. But one will emerge, I would think. More than likely it will be, in fact, Shugio's on a yellow card. Let's get him off. And let's get Hiro on again. It's not an ideal substitution, but he can do it. My next change, I think, is going to be Yuyama. And we'll bring on Suzuki. And then my final change, I think Taguchi for Kobayashi. And we'll just see the game out now at 3-0. And there it is, full time. Nagoya Grampus 3, Bayankara 0. I'll be back in a moment to show you the final J1 League table of the season and to tell you what's coming up on the next episode. Okay, here is confirmation that we did finish second in the J1 League, qualifying for next season's Champions League, with 21 wins, 10 draws and 7 defeats from our 38 matches, 73 points, well adrift of Vissel Kobe, who were absolutely unstoppable, finishing with 98 points. I am also going to show you the group stage table from the Champions League. There we go, there is the Group G table, and as you can see, we've qualified as group winners, 5 wins, 1 defeat, 15 points, same as second placed Guangzhou, who do join us in the knockout stages, but they had a vastly inferior goal difference, and we also had, I think, the advantage on head-to-head as well. Yeah, we beat them by 4 goals to 2. They managed to beat us by 2 goals to 1. So, yes, we had the edge on head-to-head record as well. So with the tables rounded up, let's have a look at what is coming up on the next episode. And I am going to be bringing you back for the Champions League second round matches in February. And we'll be facing Kawasaki Frontale. We'll be at home in the first leg and away in the decisive second leg. And if you've enjoyed that, please leave a nice thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for daily Football Manager videos. Thank you very much indeed for watching, and goodbye.